So I was just exploring around out in the middle of nowhere to make this video, and I found a very interesting discovery. Out here there is a farm just southwest of the Northern Passage, and there's a ton of Brahmin corpses on the farm. They all have flies kind of buzzing around them, but there's about a half dozen or so of them. Here you can see it on the Pip-Boy, where it is located. Now, I never remember finding these Brahmin before, and this was on a new playthrough, so I went here on my, my normal playthrough, the one I've recorded the Unexplored Mojave on, and all of the Brahmin are gone. So I guess they despawn after a certain amount of time, so you have to go there earlier in the game, or once you pass through the area, the corpses will just despawn. I just thought it was interesting and thought I'd point it out. Hello everyone, the Army of Otters here, and welcome back to the Unexplored Mojave. Over 250 episodes, and we're still finding things to make episodes about. Now, this episode features a location that we've talked about before, but this location actually changes a lot depending whether or not you have the Wild Wasteland perk. If you have the Wild Wasteland perk, this will be the location of the Zetan Aliens, which is obviously very famous within Fallout New Vegas, because we can get the unique Alien Blaster, a very powerful weapon in the game. However, it is limited by how much ammo you can get for it, as you have a set amount of ammo. However, if you do not have the Wild Wasteland perk, you will find a group of Mercenaries here. Mercenaries kind of a unique enemy within Fallout New Vegas, and we can loot the YCS/186, a unique variant of the Gauss rifle, from the leader of the Mercenaries. So I just thought it was really cool and something we should talk about since I've never featured it before. So let's go ahead and dive into Mercenary Camp. So in order to access the Mercenary Camp, the first place you're going to want to visit is Horowitz Farmstead. This is in the far northwestern corner of the map. If you ever made your way to Jacobstown, you've probably passed it. Now, this features a very large farm, and inside the barn, you can find a gang of vipers. You can just kill them and then take all of their loot. There isn't a whole lot besides ammunition, maybe some stim packs and stuff. But then if we go just north of Horowitz Farmstead, we will find the Mercenary Camp. And well, quite obviously, there are a lot of mercenaries here. They're all equipped with laser rifles, except for the leader is using the unique Gauss rifle. This can be a bit of a difficult fight. I just went in with a melee weapon because this character is a little bit low, but this is the Liberator, which I got for helping the NCR take back Nelson. And it was actually not as difficult as I was anticipating. And then this mercenary tried to run away, but I wasn't about to let her do that. So after killing out all the mercenaries, of course you want to loot their corpses and take whatever you can find off of them. And then on the leader, the one wearing the combat armor, which I was also going to take, we can find the YCS-186, a unique variant of the Gauss rifle. Pretty good gun, looks pretty badass, and the best thing about it is we can get more ammunition for it, obviously, unlike the Alien Blaster. But that's pretty much it for the Mercenary Camp, just an alternative to the Zetan Aliens. And I just think it's a location that many players probably never get or, go to, because from my experience, most New Vegas players do take the Wild Wasteland perk because it does add a decent amount of content to the game. However, this is one location that changes a lot, and you might not know what it's like or what it looks like, so that's why I made this for the Unexplored Mojave. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Unexplored Mojave. If you have any recommendations for future videos or future locations, even though we've pretty much explored them all at this point, but please post them in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, until next time.